to Beyond the Paranormal. I start saying Bod's Mayhem. Jesus, see guys, where I'm at.
Beyond the Bod's Mayhem Hour.
Hello and welcome to Beyond the Paranormal Podcast. It is Tuesday, another Tuesday, man. Seems like ever since we started this podcast, every Tuesday has just been like a whirlwind. It's come every Tuesday really quick. So anyway, please get out and subscribe to the Beyond the Paranormal Podcast YouTube page and our Facebook page. And from here on out, our live investigations are only going to be either on Facebook or they will be on YouTube. I'm pretty much decided on YouTube, just for the simple fact that we can download that episode, keep it, things like that. Because I know Facebook, you can. It's horrible. But anyway.
It's like a ghost. It shows up and
it just wants to do whatever it wants to. But anyway, our guest unfortunately canceled 15 minutes before the show, so I apologize, but it will go on regardless.
Yeah, we just roll. Yeah, baby. We don't stop.
Roll with it, baby.
Oh, you got Marley going in the background back there. She's like, "Ooh, John."
Yeah, come on, Marley, sing with me.
She will. She sings all day long.
RhiAnna is trying to get on here, but hey, everybody's been affected by flooding, either by power outages or anything here like that in Eastern Kentucky. So it is what it is, and we'll have her on here as soon as she can.
Her area was hit pretty hard too, like the hazard area. Like they got a lot.
Yeah.
The whole area is terrible, but like all of Eastern Kentucky's been hit pretty hard. I know.
So you've been. Oh yeah, and we're still going to talk about it till we're blue in the face because everybody needs to help out some shape, form, or fashion. I don't care if you buy a pair of shoes, a pair of socks, or just a couple of canned foods and take and donate. Do your part. I'm donating stuff tomorrow, so I'm not on here just to preach about I'm donating or I will take a selfie with me handing clothes to somebody. Don't do that, folks. Only do it when you can. We're not telling you that you should. I mean, if you can do it, if not, that's fine. I mean, it's understandable.
If you can't donate, then time is also something that they need volunteers to help. Muck out houses. And I know we went down on Saturday and took things, and the Garrett Fire Department where we were taking things were like, we don't need anything right now. We're full up. So we ended up taking it to the Floyd County Community Center. And they had people staying there. I mean, like people were coming in just as fast as we were bringing stuff in. It was going out because we brought like a ton of push brooms because I know those are handy, like for getting mud and debris out quickly. So you're not having to constantly bend over. I mean, those were gone before we left. And we probably brought 20 of those, like the big industrial push brooms and stuff, and just detergent. I know pet food was a big thing that they were needing. Diapers and wipes are a big thing that they were needing. We brought a bunch of those down too, but they were gone before we left. So these places still need help.
I seen that Andy Bashir and Biden and his wife was here.
I saw that.
So, I mean, proof's in the pudding. Folks, you come here, we're not lying. This is crap got real, and it got real fast, and it rained today. I thought, oh my God, here we go again. 3.
But hopefully, it looks like a war zone. It really does look like if you go into Neon.
Oh yeah, it's gone. Neon. I was told where some of the field techs I know has told me that Neon is absolutely. It looks like a war zone. It just looks like everything needs to be torn down, rebuilt, everything. So.
And there are agencies that are going in trying to do like archive recovery, like to recover photos, videos, like all these things that were historical documents that were in some of these older buildings. They're trying to go in and save as much of that stuff as they can so it's not like just wiped off the face of the planet. So there's a lot of really cool organizations out there that have their feet on the ground and have been really trying to go out there and help folks. So if you don't have the money to donate or you don't have the resources to donate and you've got a day off and can get over there, I'm sure there's tons of people, especially in Neon area, that could really use a hand.
I got a friend tomorrow who I'm giving her some money so that way she can make huge like some casserole, some food for these folks, and taking them out home and giving it to them. So
yeah,
it's a little things that folks do around here to help.
And there's a housing crisis. There's not enough places to live already. And then
Mhm.
you wipe out these places. So I saw that they were bringing in campers. And I know Jenny Wiley opened up their cabins and stuff to folks. So, like, you really can count on the community. Like, the community has really come together to help each other. And that community being the state of Kentucky, like you can tell. And even outside of Kentucky, there have been a ton of folks in West Virginia area that were hit hard that are also helping, like all around, like, you can't help but be grateful for the folks that are helping. Like, there's a lot that we could focus on that's negative, but what I see is that there are a lot of people who really do want to try and help folks out. So that's good to see.
I thought very, very awesome. Folks, if you got questions for us, please put them in the chat room. Sorry our guest is not here this evening, but hey, it happens, and we're going to keep going on and going on and going on. But I'm sorry, I was watching a little league game today, and the Kentucky boys were playing, and they talked about Eastern Kentucky and the flooding today on there, and they said, the boys hope that people that were able to were able to just have a couple hours of a good time and just watch and let them do their thing and take us away for a couple hours and get our mind off things. Even though we lost to Indiana, that's all right. But we're still alive. We're still alive. We play tomorrow against Hamilton, Ohio, who was the runner-up in last year's Little League World Series. So that's going to be a toughie, but I got a feeling we can pull it off. But those
that's where my husband's from, is Hamilton, Ohio. That's where my in-laws live, is Hamilton, Ohio. That's funny to me. So yeah, he's the enemy. I'll tell him. He doesn't know anything about sports. So he'd be like, "What? He can rebuild a car, but he couldn't tell you, anything about current sporting events. He used to play football, but
he is the enemy until the game is over."
Okay, I'll tell him that you guys are sworn enemies until after the next game in this little game. Who knew that was going to be the line in the sand? It's a little league game.
Don't you step across that line.
I saw that UK's also going to do their scrimmage game in Pike County. How cool is that?
Yeah, like you said, man. And the thing that got me, and if I'm not mistaken, if I read this correctly, Calipari said, and I quote, that the boys came to me and wanted to say, we want to help out. We want to go to Pikeville and do this scrimmage. They came to him. They came to him and wanted to do this. Calipari didn't know anything about it till they came and told us, hey, we want to help out. We want to do everything in our hands could possibly do. That's huge.
Yeah. I mean, it just goes to show like how big the hearts are, like
it goes to show you too that those boys that don't live around here, not even from Kentucky, that bleed blue and want to help us out like family now. It's like they understand this. They want to give back on the platform that they can help us out, so they get it.
And those same folks, like these folks who've lost everything, if this was, even if it being the case, they'd still want to give you their shirt off their backs, still want to invite you over for supper. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I got this meal from somebody. How about we split it? Like, if you happen to stop by. I mean, that's just kind of what the hospitality is like around there. At least that's been my experience. Like, if you go to somebody's house, they're going to feed you. They're going to ask you if you want something to drink, like, it's even every time I've ever gone to your house, your mom is like offering me something to drink or whatever, so
yeah.
Same thing with my mom. If you come in, or my sister, they want to feed you. I do the same thing. Like, come over, I'm going to bake and give you something to drink.
Yeah. And I'm glad that people are like that around here. So folks, for the folks that are listening, thank you so much. I am not on, Facebook tonight. I'm just strictly on here. We got somebody in the chat room, Southern Illinois Monster Hunters. Howdy, friends and neighbors. Hello. Gale could not be here this evening. Said he had to work late, so it's just me and Critina on here for just a little while then.
And we've had a couple of the Southern Illinois monster hunters on here. Zach was here. I don't think that Daniel Benoit, he's not a Southern Illinois, but he's a friend of the Southern Illinois monster hunters, and he's we got to talk squatch with them, which was great.
Squatching.
I haven't watched anything recently with, the whole Sasquatch stuff. Which is kind of a bummer. I've been in a spooky mood because of the weather, all rainy and stuff. But I hadn't gotten around to watch. Have you watched the Sandman series on Netflix yet?
I don't have Netflix.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Listen, anything that I have to buy to stream on, I have to put on layaway.
Okay.
That's how bad things have gotten. That's how bad Eastern Kentucky is. Do not ever. I'm just saying, if you can find somewhere else for, just go, just stay out.
We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you out there. It looks like Bryce Edwards is on Facebook and
Bryce
said,
Edwards. What's
hello,
up, my friend? Bryce Edwards was at the international. I will get this. Crit. Nope. Don't you do it, Crit. I'll do it myself. I guess I won't because I don't have it up here no more. Like the international research. Yeah.
The paranormal research.
Yeah. We didn't get to go this Saturday because I had some health issues. But Bryce, my man, was there. He said it's a very interesting location. So,
it looked cool.
Oh, we're going to be going back. We've got it scheduled again. But I don't think we're going to do a live. I think we're going to just video it so that way we can make a kind of like a show out of this. So things are going to be changing for Beyond Paranormal Podcast when we go out and do live stuff. So things are going to be different. We are looking for somebody to thank you, Bryce, my man, International Paranormal Museum. See, lit to Critina and RhiAnna to back me. Mine just goes, and then they're like, okay, they're like my, interpreters. Here you go.
We're your henchmen.
They help me. Yeah. True, for sure. But like I said, we are. I love the Minions show. I love those guys.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
But like I said, we're gonna be doing a whole lot of things for Beyond the Paranormal Podcast as far as like when we go out to do our live events, especially like our ghost hunts, our paranormal research, I should say, because I hate saying ghost hunts. I hate saying that word. But we're definitely going to be doing that. And I have been stressing this enough. I've been stressing this a lot. I've stretched myself so thin on everything I've been doing. We're looking for a camera guy specifically just to go with us to help film. And I'll say this right now. I told Critina this. She's on board with this. Rob is on board with this because Rob's my bro. Rob's my bro. If you want to do the camera stuff with us, you are more than welcome to participate in the investigation. We're just need somebody to film because it's so hard to film plus do the investigation. This is just me and Rob out there right now. Plus RhiAnna was with us last time and she was investigating, which I loved. She was all over that place, man. She's like just all over doing her thing, her and the Lord. And I loved it watching those guys do it because that's what I've been wanting to do this for. But we need a camera guy. Your participation, we have no problem with that. Now we'll be on the weekends, of course, and if we do go to like a huge location, everybody will need a pitch in because those locations are not cheap. So we can get people to go with us. If we have enough room in our vehicles, you can ride with us, and we'll buy your food. We'll also, if you want to pitch in with me and Rob for a hotel room, you're there. If not, if we both can cover it, then guess what? You got a room for free that night. So, hey, we're just needing help with this because once this gets started and we're able to do all this what we want to do, then everybody's going to be helped through this as well. So we're not going to forget nobody. Trust me. We want to make this really good, really good. If not, then we'll keep trying until we get it. That's the only thing you can do. Just throw mud up against the wall and see what sticks. But we are going to show the full interview when we go back to go ahead, Tina. The hospital on College Hill.
Oh yeah, the hospital. You got it. See, look at you. You've got it now. Like it's been committed to your memory at this point.
Yeah. So we're going to go
and for a sec.
I do. We're going to have to. We're going to go back and do an interview with Tanya, and we're going to be showing her some great interviews that we caught. I wish we got something on video, but we never do. But there's a lot of fakers out there that do.
It's amazing how you get in it every single time, isn't it? It's amazing. Yeah. Every single time, pieces.
Yeah, exactly. Critina is the one who absolutely got one EVP right for us, who I didn't even know what it was saying. She caught it, and now I feel like an idiot because I've been doing this for so long. So I think now when I do my, audio, going over the audio and stuff, I'm just going to send her and go, here, see what you
because a lot of times, I'm just not comfortable doing a lot of the ghost hunt stuff. We've talked about this numerous times. Like, I'm terrified. I was tormented as a kid in a haunted house for over 2.5 years. And there is a lot of trauma for me associated with the paranormal. I'm obviously drawn to it because look in my back walls. Like I love all things horror. I love the paranormal. I love talking about it, but it's a whole nother beast to be like out in the field, like looking for things. And I'm very reluctant to do that because I've just done a lot of work energetically and spiritually to get to a point where I'm not terrified to go to sleep at night. And that's only recent.
Yeah.
Huh?
But it's still
it's I'll be honest, like doing my other podcast, like has really helped me work through some of that.
Really?
Yeah, I hadn't been able to sleep with the closet door open. I don't know how many people out there are like this, but like I don't like to sleep with I never did like since then because you'll see in the next season like there's some stuff that happens like with the closet. And there's people who believe that closets can sometimes be portals and all this and that, like it just depends. But my experience with the closet was very negative. So for years I wouldn't sleep with that door even cracked. Like it had to be shut and usually something had to be in front of it. And like, since doing that, like I've been able, even my husband, when he was like, man, you've been sleeping with the closet door open, like I can't believe that like in the last couple of months, because we've been together for 11 years and yeah, Faith. Oh, Critty in the closet. See, she knows. Faith's one of my girls. She's my girl. So she knows, like she and I have gone on, trips together and stuff. So she knows very well that I absolutely hate when a closet door is open, especially if it's dark in there. Like that lights better be on. I better be able to see everything in that closet because my worst nightmare is looking in there and seeing some pale face looking back at me. And there's a reason for that. And y'all will see that later on. But
season two
of this House of Haunted podcast, you'll see why the heck I'm terrified of that. And Faith and I have had some adventures when it came to a paranormal experience in Savannah, Georgia. But we can talk about that another time. We had a bachelorette party we went to, and things got a little weird with the Ouija board. So I didn't touch it. Keep in mind, old Critty was not the one playing with the Ouija board. I was just the one recording everybody playing with the Ouija board. And we got an EVP that scared the crap out of us.
Okay. So what EVP you got?
Okay, so I don't know if I still have it. It was on a cell phone that I had at the time. We were there. It was at the Marshall House, which is supposedly one of the most haunted places in Savannah. The girl that we went with was a good friend of ours and a coworker. She's really super into the paranormal too. So for her bachelorette party, she wanted us all to go to one of the spookiest cities in America, which we did. And we were down for that. Like, I love spooky stuff. But then we're staying at the Marshall House. So I'm like, well, crap. We ended up only staying there one night. It's very swanky.
It's my hotel.
Yeah, it is. It's a hotel.
You're dissing my name, my hotel. What's up, homie?
I just realized what you were saying. Oh, yeah, the Marshall House. Like it should say the John Marshall House.
There is a street in Georgia named John Marshall.
I wonder. I need to look that up and see what the deal is with that. Like, what's the deal with Marshall down there? Marshall Mather.
So you think? I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't mean to interrupt you. You're going to continue this because I'm very interested. But I wonder if we go down there and I say, "My name's John Marshall." I wonder if they'll be like, "Come at me."
Sit at the red carpet, like bring John Marshall in. Either that, or like you could be publicly flogged. Who knows?
I don't need red carpet. I just want to do some authentic Cajun food stuff like that.
Oh man, they've got some of the best. This is before I had to go gluten free because my stomach was rebelling against all things that I love to eat. They had the best biscuits and honey down there. Oh my God, we ate some real good food.
Oh,
Faith. Oh God. So back to the story with the whole bachelorette party thing. So Faith had, Faith was down there with me. We were there with our girlfriends, and they decided they want to get a Ouija board out, pop that. And I'm like, oh God, like I'm not going to touch it because we're in the middle of the Marshall house. I'm not going to touch this thing. So they're down there. Everybody's had a few drinks at that point. It's a bachelorette party. And they're, the lights are out and they're just giggling. You hear them giggling and stuff in the background. And then, we didn't hear anything in the moment. So I go back later on. I'm listening to the recording, kind of laughing. I was thinking about posting it on Facebook or something, just something silly. And then you hear it say, what did it say? I want to say it said, and if Faith, if you remember, you can jump on there. But I think it said something like "get out" or "stop."
That's typical.
Because
that's your typical EVP. Get out.
Yeah. Get out. So they kind of kept going, and then after that, like I was like, "Listen to this." So nobody slept that night. It was awful. The mother of the girl we went with was also there on the bachelorette party trip, and she came in with her crystals, and I'm not laughing about crystals because I have crystals myself, but she was really out there, like she's like the Tangina of the group from. So she comes in and she's drunk. I don't know what else she's on. She comes in there and she's waving stuff around, and she literally. Okay, Faith said, yeah, it did. It said stop. She comes in there and she's like shaking around there. She goes, "This room is cleansed." And we were like, huh? It don't feel cleansed. Like, we're still completely freaked out. Like, this does not feel cleansed at all. Faith said Xanax. I think she was mixing all that stuff together down
there. Yeah, but you had the closet doors open. You missed it, RhiAnna. Critina cannot go to sleep without all closet doors open.
No, shut. They got to be shut.
They got to be open.
They got to be shut. I can't deal with it.
Open.
So, no. I can do it now, but I couldn't for years. But that was our bachelorette party.
What if you heard the door rattling? What would you do?
I probably would crap my pants. I'd probably pass away. It's like, there she goes.
No.
She's passed away. Like that's the only thing I can think would really happen. Like if I saw something again, like I don't even know how I processed it as a kid. I guess because I didn't know that that's not supposed to happen when you're little. You're still trying to figure things out. But now as an adult, check many closets. Yeah, I get really, Faith is on the same level in a lot of ways when it comes to that stuff. And we've had some spooky times. We've been in Savannah. We've been a few different places, and some of the houses we go into, I wonder if there's not something going on too, because we do a lot of in-home stuff.
That's true. Hi, Miss RhiAnna.
We're so glad you're here. How are you doing?
I finally have lights and Wi-Fi stuff.
Yay!
Oh Lord.
It's so
That's good. Yeah, it's good you got your stuff back on. That's the main thing, So, did y'all have a lot of flood damage over there, or no, or just power related?
Our roads got pretty tore up in a couple of days to get in and out. We are on the upper side of God. Is where a little bit higher, but as it goes down, the people at the mouth of a horse farm and picked that barn up and floated it.
Oh my God!
Some people
was the
on
horses
the road.
was the horses killed or anything?
I know that there's I saw later trauma later on, and it's just all that's left. And then literally picked his house up and floated. I guess his brother lived next door, and it just
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad over that way too.
Out of nowhere, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, the Buglen across 80 from where I am is just destroyed. I mean, barely drivable now. One person there was a guy that was driving over one of the bridges when the water just kind of, and he had his window dry in the car with him. I guess as the water took that whole bridge out and out of his window because he had it rolled down and got him out of a tree but the last I heard that the guy that was in one of the people that are still missing, but
oh my gosh,
like over 30, at least 3 missing from.
I had a friend. She called me. A friend of mine called me that Saturday after all this happened, and she said that another one of her friends, her father was over time working. I think until this last Tuesday, he's seen a family of 4 on top of a trailer floating down the water. So I'm
the lady that's saying about said float and in its back just sleeping fine. They pulled it out.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh. It's like the stuff of nightmares.
Just like it.
Yeah.
It didn't build all at once out of nowhere. It's like they didn't. It came up slowly. So something about Easter or something. I don't know. I just, oh Lord, it
was a disaster.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I didn't get to tell the story last night.
I didn't show up, or did I?
No, he canceled. No, that's all right. No, he called about 15 minutes in, 15 minutes before. It's all right. We'll go. We'll still do these every Tuesday. We're going to be here from now on. So, regardless, last Tuesday I was talking about going to the old hospital on College Hill, and this reminded me of what Critina was talking about, like her doing the Ouija board, freaking her out. Like that was my first investigation back in, I'd say 10 to 15 years. And I'd say for the first hour, man, my nerves were shot. I mean, I was sitting there thinking like, dude, you're in the dark. We're going to go back through this crap again. I'm sitting here all by myself. I could hear RhiAnna and them downstairs faintly. But Ra, I never knew where Ra was at. He's like an ninja in the night. I can hear him at all. This saying, I'm coming. Okay, all right. But you missed it last Tuesday, though, RhiAnna, because Critina, Miss EV Ears, told me what that one EVP was saying. It says, "Welcome to Williamson." It's like that song type. The song.
It was very clear.
Very clear. I'm sitting here going, "What's it doing?" That's that back in the weekends and all day long. Look at that right there. So,
well, you had also been listening to a lot more than I had. Like I was a fresh set of ears that you played that piece and I was able to hear it, whereas you'd been listening to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think people realize I do, audio audio editing for my interviews. I do video editing for my interviews. Plus, I'm doing audio for the investigations. I'm stretching myself way too thin. But anyway, I'm glad you caught that because I'd been like, it's just he's singing something. I don't know what it is. It's a weird deal. But anyway, I'm glad you caught that. But yeah, I've got some. Like I said, things are going to change for Beyond the Paranormal podcast on some stuff that we're going to be doing, especially with our live stuff. That's mainly going to be either strictly through YouTube, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be strictly through YouTube only now, and that's it because it's just too hard to have 3 to 4 platforms where you're trying to get everybody to talk. It's just too hard. You know, and I know RhiAnna is going to be doing the Facebook page, and that's totally fine. You can run all over the place and talk like she did last time. That's totally fine. But you know,
I loved watching it. I had so much fun. Like I'd be on at like 2 a.m, like looking, and I'm like, oh, they're live. I gotta look. I've got to watch this.
At one point, I was sitting there eating live. I was like, "Yep."
I saw that too. I was like, Jonathan, he's having him a bologna sandwich, like he talks about all the time.
No, I don't have a bologna sandwich. But anyway, I did the other day, and I'm going to post it. So anyway, the stuff that we're going to be doing from here on out, it's going to be strictly probably just on YouTube, and Nana comes or whoever on our Facebook page, so she'll be able to answer stuff on that page for sure. And don't get upset with us, folks, if we don't answer immediately because we will be investigating. We'll be solely investigating, so we will answer your questions as soon as we can. But there was something to talk about that I just told you. Oh yeah, about the camera deal. Well, I want to talk about that. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. I did talk about the. Oh yeah, we're going to try to do our very first Halloween live stream. So that's what we're trying to do coming up in Halloween. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to be the week of Halloween. It's going to be in the month of October. So it doesn't matter. Every day is Halloween for me. So we're going to try to find a location. We're going to try to find a location that will let us come in and stream. And then this going to be 4 hours, folks. This ain't going to be a couple hours. It's going to be 24 friggin' hours because we've got to do this. The other day, I keep saying the other day, but I'm just saying like a couple of weeks ago we did this. That was my first trial run to see if I was still able to do it. But yeah, I got the itch. I get so excited. Think about buying paranormal equipment now and getting back into this. So,
I'm happy to listen to EVPs. I actually am going to be at Scarefest the 27th through the 30th. Mm-hmm. So we've got a table set up for our Keepsake Imaginarium, our laser cutting business. So we're going to be there for that.
Yeah, we'll definitely be doing the international. Hang on now, International Research Museum, and thank you. Yeah. That's going to be on September the 9th. That's not going to be live or anything. We're going to record it and then present it as like a show. We're going to do like a show type deal too when we do our live stuff because. We're going to do our live stuff. Then when we do the live stuff after that, we'll bring it back, and then we'll turn it into like a little show and post it up for people. I got some great ideas I've been thinking on. So we'll make this, bud. I am not giving up on this at all. So
no, we'll figure it out.
That's right. Pikeville Comic Con. That is coming up on August 20th on Saturday.
Are you coming for that?
I've got it in my calendar. It's the only thing that I've got down. So yes.
And September. Make sure you put September 9th too, Critina.
September 9th. I just wrote it down when you said it.
That's going to be at 4.
What time do we have to
be? You're in Richmond or like Lexington?
Yeah, I'm in Lexington.
Oh. Okay.
So it's not too terribly far away from me. Somerset, I think, is about an hour and a half.
Okay. So the Pikeville Comic Con is good Lord. Pipe Comic Con is Saturday, August 20th, and that's at the Appalachian Wireless Arena in Pikeville, Kentucky, of course. Come out. There's going to be a lot of good people, a lot of good exhibitors out there. Of course, we're going to be there. Go ahead. RhiAnna's going to be there. Critina better be there.
That's
and
the
then
plan.
and then my bro Rob's going to be there with, because he helps with the paranormal stuff, so he's going to be behind the scenes. So wherever I go, you're going to see the other two minions with me, and Rob's going to be with me. So, and I think my buddy TJ is going to come too. He got mad at me last time because we took him to the old hospital on College Hill. I like saying that now because I get that right. But he got mad at me for not taking him, and so he's going to be there. So they're going to be a whole crew of us there, and I like this. That's what I want. I want our table, our little section to be popping. I want everybody to take notes and be like, "What's going on over there?" Well, come over and I'll show you.
Take a looky loo.
Okay.
So we need to do like we'll talk about this after the show for a little bit. But anyway, that's what's coming down the pipe for us. So just keep looking for updates and everything like that. Yeah, we got a lot coming up.
Sorry, I say like energy walking around picking up. Timing on mom just be like,
yeah, we're all over the place. Trip winds down.
I'm half the time.
So, all right, folks, it's another Tuesday ending. We will be back next Tuesday. Let me see who our guest is next Tuesday. It might just guess that's all right. Whenever, like I said, every Tuesday we'll be on here blabbing about something. If you guys have anything, any topics that you want us to talk about here on Beyond the Paranormal Past, send them to us. Put them in the chat room. Send it on our Facebook page, on our YouTube page. Let us know. You know, I'll put it up there in just a little bit too after we get off here. But looks like we're gonna have RhiAnna Jolly. She is an author of paranormal stuff, books, things like that. So we'll be talking to her next Tuesday. Wow, it's already 16th next Tuesday. Jeez. And then Paranormal will be at the Pikeville Comic Con.
I'm excited. I haven't been to a Comic Con in like 3 years. I usually go to Lexington's, and it's always a good time. We usually cosplay, but I'll probably not.
I want to dress up as somebody at Pikeville Comic Con. I will be dressing up as somebody. So I will be doing that for a little while. And then I think me and Rob, I'm going to talk to Rob about us going around and filming and interviewing people, because a lot of people don't want to leave their tables. And I totally get it, but I think we're going to go around and film and do that stuff and then present it as a show type deal. So I'll talk to him about all that stuff. But anyway, next Tuesday, RhiAnna Jolly is going to be here talking about her book and all her paranormal experiences and things like that. So we will see you next Tuesday on Beyond the Paranormal Podcast. And like I said, we got things coming down the pipe, so don't go nowhere. Don't give up on us. I'm not giving up on us at all. Anyway, thanks for everybody out there listening, and we will see you next Tuesday. Thanks, Crit and RhiAnna.
Adios, muchachos.
Adios.